Good morning, Catalyst Cold War. The day after Mother's Day. It is me, Jackie B. I am here. I am here. I am here. Now, part of me feels like 5 people through that challenge. But I'm here nonetheless. Feels like 5 people through that challenge. But I'm here. So, I mean, I have an immunity win. I worked for that. I had to finagle that. I had to try. There were easily 5 to 6 directions that I did not have. Um, but 50-50 isn't so bad. For me to somehow guarantee 7 times 7, lucky number 7 at the final 7, I mean, I'm a firm believer in some of these games where you have to take things round by round. And I think that has happened here in this game. I have very much been going round by round because I don't know when my number is up. I don't know when I'm at the last round. I don't know. I don't know when Simona is at the last round. And here we are. Final 7. Actually, with my immunity, I've made it to final 6. Um, there's a lot to unpack here. I think if advantages are done at final 6 or final 5, I think a lot of people are there's going to be some big upsets coming up. So even though I won this immunity, I need to win the next one too. I don't even know how to do that. But we have survived every possible negative thing, right? So I don't know what happens here. I think my path to the end, unfortunately, does not include Barb, does not include Julia, and does not include Emily. Me, Simona, and Rhea have had a tight 3 this entire game. We gotta keep that strong, period. Gluck has been someone that I have trusted and maybe not worked with, but like kept close for this entire merge. Like, we met during the first half of the game and we talked as much as we could. And then the merge came, and we got back together, and it was like, all right, here's the real. And we have been working together this entire time. And not in a way that's like overt, and like in a way that's like, okay, we're thick as thieves, we're gonna move in tandem. We've just been like giving information to each other that helps us with our moves, that helps us with who we talk to, right? And I think now it's time for Gluck and Simona and I to try and be really serious about this final 3 bit. I don't want to give up one of ours for one of theirs, because if the 4 of us are in lockstep, then we're good. But like, we know that Emily potentially has an idol. We speculate that Julia potentially has an idol. So they could save themselves tonight, and then it would still be one of ours at risk. You see what I'm saying? But if I can get to Gluck, and be like, Gluck, I need you to come on our side. If I can have a final 3 with Gluck, Simona, and myself, would that be enough to be my actual path to the end. Because, yeah, me, Simona, and Rhea have been working together throughout the entire game, but is that really our end game? Yeah, me, Simona, Rhea, and Barb have been working with each other through the merge, but is that our end game? Does it make sense to have Barb sit at the end with us? Not to me. A lot of things have been vetoed because of Simona's paranoia, which she has every right to be paranoid because she wants to stay in the game. And I'm like, okay, Simona, then we're at the point now where we have to be like, then who else? And I don't want to risk the people who have risked themselves for us. Barb has never been safe for rocks. She has never been safe in rocks. Me, Simona, Rhea, Gluck, the four of us, we have been the rock survivors. We have been the rock survivors. And I feel like if we do a 3-2-2 here, we go to rocks. So Barb has to be the rock survivor. For us. And if she isn't and someone flips, well, it's been great. Sorry. So I truly don't know what my path to the end is at this point. Simona thinks that we could cut Barb at Final Four. And if I'm being truthful, I know that things are going to get messy right now. The last time I was in this position, in the final six, with 6 people that I had played the entire game with, things got messy. And that was for a Big Brother format game. That wasn't even for a Survivor game. So I was with those 6 people for a long time, long before jury. And things are getting messy. Things are going to get messy. Because we're not even in an alliance with all 6 of these people. We're in an alliance with 4 people. And we're trying to get one hanging on to flip over. So that we can guarantee we have numbers against 2 people who could potentially have idols. Both of which have not talked to me. I mean, Julia and Emily, they said their congratulatories or whatever, I think through the chat. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. But neither one of them have congratulated me. So now my game is, again, this round, again, I am defensive. I'm trying to make sure I'm safe. I'm good. So now I need to figure out how to make the people who I trust, make sure that they don't get votes. Make sure that they stay here. But if we're trying to do a 3-2-2, in case someone uses an idol, we might have to do it like Rachel, like the Rachel vote, where we make it seem like it's gonna be a tie somewhere, but then we flip it. So then it'd be a 4-2-1 if Gluck votes with us. One person throws their vote on Gluck, just one. He doesn't need more than that one. Then 2 people target one of Emily, and we can like ride heavily on that. And then the 4 of us just get to decide who. That way there won't be a tie. And let's just say we put out the 2. We put out the 2 into the atmosphere and we're like, yeah. We're going to vote these 2. We're going to vote this person. No, I'm voting this person. I'm voting this person. Sorry, I'm voting this person. I'm voting this person. Of course, they're going to probably see through it and be like, well, maybe they're not. Maybe they're lying. I don't know. I can't sit on this call and just strategize. I can't sit on this confessional and just strategize. I really have no clue what's going to happen. I have to talk to the people that I'm working with in the game closely to try and figure out how to keep the people who I want to be safe. Like, not that I don't want Rhea in the game. And not that I don't want Rhea safe, because Rhea has been a thug. Rhea rides hard. She said, fuck it, we ball. I love Rhea, okay? Rhea is a really good game player. She's very loyal. So is Barbara. But my game has been in Simona. And that's another thing. I'm crossing my fingers that Simona gets this immunity of Final Six, which means I have to win, no matter what. Like, I have to go all out for Final Six. But I feel bad that I'm okay, but I also feel like I was missing half of my information, and I had to work to try and get 7 times 7 equals 49. Next round, I don't think people are going to be that lackadaisical, and I feel like Julia and Emily were just literally like, oh, whatever, pish posh, because they know that they'll be safe. They'll be playing their idols and stuff tonight. So it has to be Gluck or one of us. And the thing is, like, Simona has been trying to fight this entire time. Like, when we entered the merge and it was Trey, I was like, Simona, we probably would just have to let it happen. We probably won't be able to fight this. And she's like, what do you mean? He's one of our numbers. I'm like, yeah, you're right, he is one of our numbers. But, like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If they've outmaneuvered us in that way, then it's going to happen. And I feel like this round we're going to be outmaneuvered. And I don't want it to be Simona, so I'd rather it be someone else. We don't have to fight that hard. We have advantage. And if we swoop in and grab Gluck now, while he feels like, oh, I'm not long for this, but he has a person, me, who's like, no, I do want you in this game, then we could still be 4 up. We keep Gluck and we just lose someone on our side. I don't know what to do. Now is the moral dilemma. Like, for real moral dilemma. Like, now I'm going to be bringing Simona into my lives, and Barb is going to be at risk. But I'd rather Barb than Rhea. I'd rather Barb than Simona. I'd rather Barb than Gluck. And if Julia and Emily aren't options for us right now because we're scared, just talk about it. If Julia and Emily aren't options because we're scared, then who else is? All right, I think that's enough yapping for today. Um, I won. I won an individual immunity at Final 7. Yay. I have to win the next one. I don't know how. God willing. That was the best Mother's Day gift ever. God willing. Hopefully, I won on Mother's Day. So we'll see. I don't know. I should have took a picture of it, but I was standing in front of the computer in my kitchen. I got both my sons holding on to me, and I'm hugging my husband while the results are rolling in. And then it pops up, winner, Jackie. I was like, yay, I won. I didn't even check my math when I submitted. I might have to do a screenshot of, like, my before I submitted. Like, I actually made a very last minute change right before I submitted, because I was like, no, I need to get this multiplication. So my last minute change probably saved my butt, because I was hoping to get 7 or 10 times 7 or 10. That was my goal, and like I didn't know how else to make that happen. So my last minute flip must have helped, because somebody was probably alright. And then Barb came into our group chat and was kind of scaring all of us with, like, the information she ended up divulging to Emily, and yeah. Anywho, yay! All right, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully Simona makes it past this round. Because if she makes it to the final 6, hopefully she gets that legacy advantage. I don't know how she would, but I put her down in that decision for the legacy advantage. And if she gets it, great. I think I've told Rhea that I put her name down for that decision. I don't think I've told anybody else, but I think Rhea balls. Like I really do think that Rhea, we can trust Rhea. I don't think that she would use that as a backhanded information. I just want to see what happens. I really want Simona to get it, and I just want to see what happens. And that just means that I have to win next round too. So, all right, y'all. Talk to you later.